Hi, I'm Phoenix, and today we're going to be starting another series called The Gamer's Journey. Gamer's Journey is pretty much personal things when it comes to gaming, so this is how you apply fundamentals of games into your daily gaming sessions or how you experience your time as a gamer. This is going to be a lot of different things, such as going over the ranked mindset, or picking the right character for you, or learning when to swap off characters. A lot of these things might be kind of specific to Overwatch. This is why a majority of these videos, as well as the game mechanic videos, commonly show Overwatch footage as you listen to the commentary. So without further ado, let's get started. As you can tell by the title of today's video, today is going to be about winning versus fun, and how you basically play games with your friends without having a bad time. So I'm going to start by painting a picture for everybody. So you queue up with your friend, never played the game with them, and you guys have very different rankings. Whether you're playing ranked mode or normal mode, you do have a matchmaking rank somewhere hidden inside your profile. But long story short, you are very different ranks from your friend. Now, this doesn't have to be just you and the friend alone. You could definitely be in a full party. Doesn't matter. Point is that there are different rankings for each of your independent profiles, and you guys are all playing together for some of the first times. So you get into the game and the tides of battle aren't looking that great. You start losing, and eventually things turn into a loss. Throughout the game, your friend gets mad, starts pointing fingers, starts blaming people, and you could totally flip this around. You could be the one that's getting mad, pointing fingers and blaming others. So if this sounds like you, pay attention. So you or your friends, depending on who's who in the perspective of the story, the innocent, we'll call them, gets turned off by the idea of playing the game with the offender, we'll call them. Now, the games are really your only time to pass time together. You can't really do many things outside of this together to build your friendship, whether it be going out and getting food together or anything like that. This is kind of the only time you guys have together. You may have met each other at a convention. You might have met each other through online gaming, but you now went to a new game and you're experiencing a different side of a friend that you've never really seen before. Now, the friendship can easily suffer because of this. Now, this happens all the time with different groups of people and friends. The person raging, the offender, is pretty much commonly the person at fault in this situation. And using the term it's a game, it's just a game, this isn't really a good excuse. Video games are very subjective for people. They're very personal. Everybody has their own idea of what they want to do. People play games for very different reasons. Now, you should only really play games with people who play the game for the same reasons that you'd play the game. Now, I know this sounds kind of weird. You're picking and choosing who you play games with. Just be friends with the people who you want to be friends with and play games with the people who you want to play games with. But sometimes it's not all sunshine and rainbows when you enter a new thing that you and a friend have never experienced together before. You may do great working on a school project together. You may do great just chatting about video games together. But when it comes to the actual game, you guys might not resonate the same. And it might result in a lot of issues like the one I stated before. So again, try and play games with people who play games for the same reasons you do. Now, winning in a game is fun. It's definitely fun. Everybody loves to win to some extent. But sometimes winning is fun, but at what cost? Sometimes it's better to just not play with that friend and play games with somebody else, or play different games with that friend instead. So how to understand who you're playing with and if they're the right person for you to game with, it's a really simple breakdown. When they play with their friends, you can just simply ask them this question, hey, do you play ranked games, or do you play, normal mode, casual mode more often? And people that play ranked normally play more for the winning aspect. People that play casual are people that play for the sake of playing. And there's also the situation that people that play casual could also just be the people that are ashamed of playing in their rank, and they refuse to believe that that rank is truly their rank. This starts to go into the discussion of the ranked mindset and ELO hell, which is not a video for today, but it is certainly a video in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for those. Now, do you know your friend to be flexible, willing to play lots of different things? Normally, if they're flexible, it means that they're pretty relaxed and they're okay with being a team player. They're willing to do things for the team rather than do things solely for themselves. The next thing to note is, do they play the game expecting people to react to their actions, or do they play the game reacting to their teammates' actions? As a gamer, expecting others to react to you has this unspoken concept behind it. When you expect others to react to you, you are taking on a role similar to that of a leader, not a follower. If you do this with zero communication, you aren't really being a leader, you're just being a solo player and kind of hoping for the best. Again, this starts to dip into the more ranked mindset of things, and that's a video for another day. If they react to their own teammates, this is creating a different idea, an idea that they are here to help the team, and they want to be the response to the others that are looking to them for action. Generally, it means that the person is flexible and understanding. Next thing is, do they communicate well and take the game seriously at the same level you do? If they take the game marginally more serious or marginally less serious than you most likely will not be able to be that compatible in games together. It's just the nature of things. Make sure you find someone that's like-minded to you. One of the biggest things is, do they get verbally upset in calls or voice, chat, anything when the game goes anywhere but the direction of winning? This generally indicates that they are only playing to win and have only concern for being the winner, not earning the win, which are two very different things. Once you've kind of assessed all these things about the friend, which you can honestly do within one game or honestly within 5 minutes of just talking with them, you have to learn how to properly communicate with them and how you feel about their behavior while playing the games. If they're being a shitlord, you have to be willing to tell them, hey dude, calm down, chill out, etc. This is just a thing that humans have to do to help understand each other. You have to try to come to an understanding with each other, and you need to express what your goals are through general conversation. But honestly, losing a friend isn't worth it. It's much better just to not play the game with your friend. Keep the friend. Enjoy whatever you can with the friend outside of this game. It's not worth it to lose a friend. One of the biggest things outside of all the things about the other person is that you need to be able to manage your own anger. You are no good if you're hot-headed. It's also really important to understand the difference between ranked and casual games. People play games for very different reasons, like I mentioned above, and honestly, all this just comes down to communication. You need to understand why they're playing the game, they need to understand why you're playing the game, and if you guys are compatible, it'll make a lot of sense, things will be easy, but the second that things are annoying to play games with this person, it's best to just dip out of playing with that friend in this particular game. It's much better to just play the games with people that you enjoy playing that game with. At the end of the day, it all comes down to having fun and getting what you want out of the game. Just don't be the offender in the situation. Alright guys, that's all I have for now. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it. If you disliked it, you know what to do. If your feelings are more complicated than that, or you want to have a friendly discussion about how to balance winning versus fun when playing with your friends, be sure to talk about that in the comment section down below. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to get subscribed. And that's it. Thanks everyone. See you next time.